So we start on the karate chop point under the line at the base of the pinky. Even though I've experienced a lot of stress lately, and I seem to overly identify with it when I'm in it, I love myself. I completely accept myself as a work in progress. Even though there's a lot of stress that I'm feeling right now, in general, today, I love myself, and I know that stress is not me. And I accept myself on this journey. Even though I don't love how I'm experiencing stress and feeling bad about myself when I'm in it, right now I call in total acceptance for my journey and where I am right now. And I love myself completely. Okay, we go to the crown. Stress. I really hate how it feels in my body. The tension of it, the energy of it. Inner eyebrow. I just feel heavy and down emotionally when there's this much stress. Outer eye. I judge myself in it. Under the eye. I can believe that I shouldn't even be stressed at all. Under the nose. I can be upset with how I'm handling the stress, even if I validate it. Chin point. And I make too much identity out of it. I say I am stressed. I call it my stress. I tell myself how stressed out I am so that I keep amplifying it. Under the clavicle round. I'd like to be able to witness self a little bit better and more dispassionately, because currently I get sucked in. I don't like it. Side of the ribs, or one hand's width from under the base of the underarm. I do understand that stress is part of the human journey. And I also like the idea that stress is optional, or that it's really our thoughts that create the stress, not inherently the situation. But I don't want to use any of that against myself anymore. Let's go to the crown. What could I say instead of I am stressed? Inner eyebrow. First, I want to acknowledge that I don't need to judge that. I just want to not believe it. I want to lighten the stress, take it less seriously. Side of the eye. And if it's not describing me, if I'm just currently in a normal human interpretation, reaction, then maybe I can witness it better. I probably will say I am stressed. Those words will come out of my mouth again, or go through the mind, under the nose. And I could use that as my little temple bell that goes ding. Instead of finding I am stressed to be a problem, I could experience it as a reminder to pause. Chin point. Wait, this isn't me. This is a normal reaction to a situation by a human being. Under the clavicle round. Right now, I welcome myself to the human race. I allow myself and even expect having normal human experiences. Nothing to judge. Side of the ribs. So if I am stressed, is a temple bell. I pause and I say, what? Please remember to breathe when you're not speaking. Crown. I'm thinking something's gone wrong. I'm thinking there's a problem. Inner eyebrow. I'm feeling bad in my body. Side of the eye. I like it when I'm aware of how I'm experiencing something in the body. So when I'm believing I'm stressed, under the eye, I could describe the sensations. It's like strong adrenaline moving through. It's agitated. It's dense. I feel an edge of panic. I feel a disapproving gaze on me. Probably just my own. Under the nose. I think I'm believing that what's happening is inherently stressful. Chin point. If I pan way, way out, I I can see that anything people call stressful is the stuff of a human life. And just right now, I am willing to go through the stuff of a human life. Under the clavicle round, I'm willing for things to feel like too much, too fast. And I'm willing to slow them down or find my grounding. Find the sensation of breath as I simply try to keep up. Side of the ribs. I'm willing to notice my expectation of how I should be moving through. Crown point. If it's not a should, it could just be a, this is what I would love. This is what would feel better. Inner eyebrow. And then instead of requiring myself to do everything right, so that it feels better, side of the eye, I could simply make myself feel better. Under the eye, the grounding and breathing is a good start. And then I can go from I am stressed to I am here. I am in my body. I'm not abandoning myself. I'm not checking out. Under the nose. I'm here, and I'm willing to be here. And I'm willing to find myself in stress. Chin point. And I'm willing to walk myself out of stress. Under the clavicle round, I'm willing to reach for better feeling thoughts. I'm willing to slow things down if that's possible. I'm willing to look away, move away from stressful topics. Side of the ribs. I'm willing to renegotiate things with others and myself. I'm willing to change how I do things, to what degree of perfection. I'm willing to cut corners. I'm willing to quit. I'm willing to change timelines. Crown point. I'm willing to let go. I'm willing to witness myself. I'm willing to see the stress and my reactivity as not me. Under the eye, I'm willing to soothe myself in many ways. Under the nose, I'm willing to accept this contrasting experience of stress. Chin point. I like being in flow. in peace, at ease. Under the clavicle round. But I like to remember there will always be contrast, and sometimes I will find myself in stress. That is always how it will be. So nothing's gone wrong when I'm there. Side of the ribs. And I'd really like to stop accruing stress. And I know when I focus on it, talk about it, even to myself, feel bad about it, judge it and shame myself, require that I push through instead of pausing to reassess and soothe. Crown point. Well, none of that works. And it creates more stress. And I feel worse about myself. And momentum builds in the wrong direction. So just right now, I release it. I release the stress tower. And I'm willing to pause as often or for as long as needed to take care of myself. I am soothing. I am a human being in progress. I am someone willing to meet themselves, whether I feel good or bad. And I'm willing to meet life. And I love my dance with consciousness. And I love that stress calls me to pause. And in presence, make very self-honoring choices that align better with how I want to feel, who I want to be, and what kind of life I want to have. I invite you to pause, cup one hand inside the other, and just breathe, ground. Feel the reverberations of the tapping. Feel the stress melt away.